then we see the winner in the elections. In Heavenly Father, we pray,
I believe God has heard the first word. A prayer is supposed to be neutral, but of course, when somebody takes the opportunity, there's no problem. Thank you very much, my brother, for taking us through. Thank you very much, my brother, for taking us through the prayer, that political prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to appreciate the agenda. And next is, before I speak, I would request the contestants, the guild president aspirants, to take up their seats. In that order, as they came in, allow me to take this singular opportunity and welcome the Honorable Alijuna Laurent. Come and take your seat. On the same note, ladies and gentlemen, allow me also welcome the Honorable Namusika Specious to also come and appreciate your seat. Enough time really to do the campaigns. For now, I want us to appreciate time. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome the Honorable Nsabimana Davis to also appreciate his seat. Can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? And to also come, you also take up the other seats, the 3 seats the other side and the 3 seats this side. Make sure you balance, one from DNK the other side, one from Namusika and another one from Lauren, in that particular manner so that we can balance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very good and we are very much to go. The rest who are standing, you can appreciate these seats because our guests have already taken their position. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome the team from the Dean's office. They can wave to us. These are the overseers of the day to see how we manage our elections. In other words, if we misbehave, the report will come out from the overseers. Without wasting much of your time, allow me give in my brief remarks and also take you through the same order so that we can have a peaceful nomination day. Foremost, I want to congratulate you and I want to thank God for this evening because nobody knew that a time like this would happen this year. But because of God's grace, we are able to see a new breed of leaders being nominated and contesting as they shall be taking us through the academic year or the presidential year 2024-2025. Before I proceed further, I want to take this opportunity and introduce officially my team that I'll be working with. To begin, I have my vice chairperson or the chairperson of the team, that is the Honorable or Justice Musinguzi. Wave to us. I also have the General Secretary of the Commission, the Honorable Tumusime Isaiah. On my team, I have the Honorable Batega Michael, the Secretary for Finance. On my team, I have the Honorable Mwangusha Christopher, the Secretary for Information and Publicity, or the PR of the team. I have a team of commissioners with me. And to begin with, we have the Honorable Bamanya Derek, Commissioner. This one is Fahas or something. Them. Then we have the Honorable Kembabazi Winnie, Commissioner First. You can wave to us. In the same manner, we have the Honorable Ayebare Ivan, Commissioner, Foundations of Education. Then we have the Honorable Masereka. People have names. Commissioner, Business. And lastly, we have a lady herself, the Honorable Kempango Karen, Commissioner Fahas. This is the team I am working with, and this is the team I've moved with to make sure that we deliver free and fair elections. We have agreed as a team. I know it is getting late. We have prepared a few questions for you, of course, to reignite your brains a bit as you prepare for the way of the election. My commissioners are ready with the questions. The first question, we shall follow the alphabetical order. And in that order, if a candidate, for example, has taken the first question, and another one is second and third, the second question, the third person will be first, the first person will be second, in that order. Otherwise, everybody is going to have his opportunity to appreciate the microphone. Then lastly, I want us to observe the rules that have been set by the EC and the university standard. Yes, you're on point. So that you make our work easy, and we as well make your work easy. As a commission, we are an independent one, and like we promised, with your cooperation and the cooperation of the administration, we are going to have a wonderful election. All being said, for God and my country. Steady, Nandega steady for progress, but it is hates for what? God bless you. Now, my commissioners, the team is already here. We can appreciate the first engagement as we have agreed. Yes. My commissioners are reminding me that for proper concentration and appreciation, we first excuse ourselves with the phones until the end of the session. You know, things with technology, somebody can be asked a question and immediately, you know what you do. You know what you do?
Thank you very much, dear Justice, for the wonderful presentation you have made. Indeed, today it is a nomination day. We are going to have, indeed, a free and fair elections. Before I start, for issues of clarity, I would request an aspirant, before you present your answer, you first submit your nomination form for verification. And as earlier said, we are going to follow alphabetical order. And as we are seated, we all know, according to my observation, The first question, it will be asked, and the first person to answer will be the one that starts with the letter A, and that is Mr. Alijuna Laureate. And then the second candidate to answer the question will be Madam Namkisa Specious. And then the third question will be answered by Mr. Nsabimana Davis, ODNK. I believe all aspirants have gotten free papers like this. In case of any challenging number, you'll be required to note, and then you work upon that process. My first question goes, hello. My first question goes, I believe in our country, Uganda, most especially in our institutions, we have different institutions. We have been facing an issue or a problem of mismanagement of funds. Some people have been arrested due to that cause. So my question comes, as or once elected as the guild president, hello? Hello?
Why should they do that?
I think there we can be able to hear. Let me start afresh. In our country, Uganda, and in most of our institutions, both public universities and private universities, we have been facing issues of mismanagement of funds. And most of our leaders have been arrested. For instance, just of recent, one of the honorable ministers was arrested due to mismanagement of public funds. So my question comes to my fellow, my dear aspirants, guild aspirants. Once elected in power as the guild president, and it is well known that every guild government works on a budget. You have got your cabinet ministers, and you have to allocate funds to those ministers based on the training activities in the university. For instance, there is an activity going on, which is cultural exhibition, and you allocate funds.
Now you are compromised. If you are going to use it, German Mr. Management.
Let's get settled, please. The request for silence, let's listen to each other. Hello? I believe I have talked the key statement, and for the interest of time, I am going to start from where I stopped. Are we together, my dear aspirants? So the issue I was talking of mismanagement of funds in our country, Uganda, and in most of our institutions, as we know. So my question comes, once elected as the 18th Guild President, Mountains of the Moon University, and you are working on a budget, you have got cabinet ministers, and then there is an allocation of different activities. You allocate funds to one of your ministers, take an instance, Minister for Culture and Gender, to run an activity, maybe cultural exhibition. Then that minister misuses the funds you have given him. Maybe he doesn't do to the expectation. Some students brings complaints to your office, and then when the minister comes to the cabinet meeting, he fails to give accountability. As the guild president elect, or as the chair of the cabinet, how would you handle that situation?
A very good afternoon, dear networkers and the General Electoral Commission Council. In front of you, I'm Laurent Alexander, commonly known as Team Network. So as perhaps as one of the Electoral Commission attendant has posed a question to us, that if at all you're elected as the next Guild President, 18th, so how can you address that concern? So my brothers and sisters, you should know that all institutions that have gotten constitutions, and as well, we embark it with the Constitution of Uganda. So we shall now be in position to tally with the Constitution that we possess as an institution here, Mountains of the Moon, together with the Constitution in the Act, amended Act 2001, that authorizes the authorization of all institutions in terms of funds allocation. So it means if one misuses that fund, it means he or she will be penalized with line with that act. That is amended Act 2001. Thank you.
You can take on the same.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I appreciate the congregation that is here to witness this function. The question, thank you so much for the question being asked. As a guild president-elect, when such an incident happens, I have to coordinate with the minister who has engaged himself in the embezzlement of funds. How can we engage each other? We go to the counseling session, we see where it started from, because embezzlement of public funds, it comes with very many factors. Like here at the public university, we are youth, whereby the economic factor is not good at all. So we have to look at the factors that have caused the embezzlement of those funds. Then you come to sit down, you reach the counseling and guidance office, you see how best we can go away with that. Thank you so much.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Salimana Davis, DNK is my name. Going strictly to the question, as I bring the answer, we have already seen that the guild minister in charge of culture has failed to give accountability. Section 3 of the guild constitution of MMU says, governance of the guild and all executive powers are invested in the guild president, in this case, who is DNK. So, immediately, I have to first make sure, because I'm the appointing authority, I have to first make sure that the guild minister steps out as investigations go on. Then, after him stepping out, as we do the investigations, we have to follow the constitution. What we shall do is, as he is out, investigations are out, what we have to do is to give him an ultimatum of the period, of course in consultation with the students, because for us we believe in not me but us. I don't only think alone, but we think as students. Then he has to return that money and bank it where it is supposed to be, and the students can utilize it again.
Order. I need order, please. I need order, please. My question is is the second one, and it is going to be attempted by Honorable Onamusika as the first as the first person to attempt, and followed by DNK, and Alijuna Laurent will be the last. My question goes like this. Global warming has recently affected most of the East African countries, forcing some of these countries to close schools and other institutions. Part A of this question: what are some of these countries that have been mostly affected by this scandal? Part B: what are some of the causes and the remedies being put in place to curb this scandal? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I pass the question.
Namusika has passed the question to the next candidate, and that is DNK.
Yes, thank you so much. You have brought a very good question. Global warming has been a major problem. Among the countries that are mostly affected by global warming, we have Canada, we have South America, then we have of recent heard about Southern Sudan, which has global warming. Then the major causes of global warming, number 1 is deforestation, 2 is excess use of fossil fuels, then number 3 is bush burning. Even if I stop from there, you know that I know other causes. Then some of the remedies that are being brought on board to solve this problem is the Go Green project of making sure that every person plants trees. And then the other remedy has been adoption. The other remedy has been adoption of electric cars instead of cars that use fossil fuels. Thank you so much.
Microphone, microphone, please. Microphone.
Members, I want to make this one clear. Number one, you'll forgive us for this arrangement. We were guided because of the arrangement of the conference that is happening the other side. Otherwise, as the EC, we had proposed to have a better public address system. But with the guidance, we are told these were just nominees. But of course, you know, an election is what? An election. So you bear with us. You bear with us as we go through these arrangements together. Otherwise, no single coin has yet been released. I thank you.
Turn the microphone to the president.
So, well, thank you very much, the chair. So, according to the question posed about the global warming, the countries that are affected by these problems, it is South Sudan. Then we have got Ethiopia and also Congo. Then, what are those causes? We have gotten the deforestation. Then, to curb it, it means now to afforestate, plant trees now. Then, we have gotten overcultivation. Then, if at all you want to curb it, then what do? Downsize the cultivation part of it. Then industrialization, because here we see that fossil fuels, all these dangerous fumes will be exposed up. So it means now talk about recycling of these fossil fuels. Thank you.
What is it?
Can we have order? This is the third question. And it goes. I think DNK, you are the first, eh? Imagine lecturers are on strike. Yes? And on the same note, due to the fact that there was delay, due to the fact that delay in the release of their salaries. Yes? Now, students are resorting to strike. Yes? Due to the fact that they are missing lectures. Now, as a guild president elect, yes? How would you handle such a scenario? Imagine lecturers are on strike due to a delay in their salaries, and the students are missing lectures. Yes? And end of semester is approaching, is almost on the door. Yes? Now, students have resorted to a strike. Question number one. As a guild leader elect, how would you handle such a scandal? Number two, which ways can you forge? Yes? Which ways can you forge out to make sure that the... Thank you very much.
Before you attempt this question, if a candidate fails to answer a question, and it means he or she has skipped his or her nominees.
then it is the nominee or the seconder to take on that question. Hope I'm clear on that.
Why didn't you communicate at first?
Why didn't you communicate?
Yes, thank you so much. Also resorted to a strike because they are seeing the semester is moving and they are not having their lectures. Number one, how would I handle such a scandal? Indeed, it is a scandal, and this have to be prepared of it. So, what I can do as a guild president, number one, you see, I believe in dialogue, and that is why we have our slogan that says "Not me, but us." I have to call the students. I have to call the students. Then we sit down. They tell me their reasons. They tell me their views. Then we have to find any other means has been failed to be handled by us as students. We have to address it